The views expressed on this podcast are that of the host and may not coincide with your own. Don't let that deter you from listening with an open mind. The UAP report will be printed in mass quantities is to avoid another pandemic shittigate. Lastly, the shit talk is explicit and your virgin mind is about to get probed. Let's get the show started, fuckers.
This is the Tempest Universe.
Welcome to the Wednesday edition of the Tempest Universe. I am your host, the one and only Manny. And wow, I tried to get a Dark Horde episode out yesterday, but continued technical issues, that was not possible. So I was able to get some of those ironed out. So hopefully we can get that done tomorrow, because finally I got some lighting to help me with the VOD, the video podcast. And so the lighting should be better. So I'll do another trial run. Hopefully I can get that done by Friday. And I've reached out to our first victim for the 21st. Hopefully she gets back to me so we can know if we're going to have some tarot card readings on YouTube on August 21st. We'll see what happens. Haven't heard back. I know she was gung-ho about it. So we'll see. It's on the table now. And we should be able to get some good stuff going on there. Well, while I'm at it, by the way, I appreciate you guys listening all over the world. So I wanted to just give a couple of shout outs to some of the top countries that have been listening to the podcast. The United States, of course, because that's where I'm from. Canada, Australia. Those guys are always neck and neck. But for some strange reason, you know, Canada seems to fall to third place. Probably because of All Pop Repeat. You know, the ladies are Canadian, and I'm sure they take all the Canadian customers up that way. But still, Canada and Australia neck and neck. Australia usually takes second spot. The United Kingdom, of course, comes next. India, a lot of traffic coming from India. So, listen, you guys in India, I need UFO reports. I want to know what it is that you see in India. Really, those... Actually, you know, India, the entire Middle East. There has got to be some crazy UFO stories, because most of the time, the information doesn't get... They're like fucking China, let's be honest. It's like China. China doesn't release any of these UFO stories. You know, people, the citizens have to get it out somehow. And I feel that's what's happening in the Middle East. There should be UFO sightings every damn day out there, I promise you. It's got to be happening. Anyway, Sweden, Ireland, Peru, France, New Zealand, Spain, Hungary... Mexico, Germany, Brazil, Costa Rica, Norway, Singapore, South Africa, Poland, Russia, Kenya, Antarctica, Dominican Republic, and Colombia. And it's about 15 other listeners in other countries. And then the data is just not going to name out there. Now, the cool thing is I can actually see the actual city that these folks are in, but that's a lot of work trying to name off all these cities. But that's just in the month of August, the first 11 days. That's what we have on deck. I appreciate you guys listening, and I would appreciate it more if you share it with somebody. Don't be afraid, man. The UFO UAP talk is public now. So you sit down somewhere at lunch, by your car, wherever it is, on the shitter, and share the Tempest Universe. And let them know it's shock and awe, because I give no fucks. I really don't. I tell you like it is. Specifically today, we're going to take a trip down memory lane for our last article. But we got updates. I know Turtlehead. You know who he is. But I'm not even going to bring him up yet. We'll wait till the article. TikTok has got some alien business going on. Like, of all places that someone would go to promote that they found something, to do it on TikTok is kind of weird, but they did. Fucking, and it got traction. A lot of people are talking about it. And Space Force. And bugs in the background. snoring. I swear to you, he laid down. He literally closed his eyes like 5 seconds ago. And he's way behind me, and it's clear as hell. But anyway, TikTok, Space Force, UFO Squad, it's action-packed. I got stuff you guys need to think about. Just like that, what I mentioned last time about the plasma and the lasers and, the government being able, the military being able to, make things that look physical and real in the eyes of observers and equipment. In the last episode, you really need to think about what we're going to talk about next. Because we're forgetting things. We are so caught up on the UAP report that we're leaving things unchecked, unanswered. Things that eventually come back again. Such as what we talked about the last time. That theory about lasers and plasma being used by the military. That came out about 4 years ago, and it's kind of been swept under the rug because we're all waiting, happy-go-lucky for this report. And now we're all excited because there's going to be congressional fucking hearings. Who are they going to interview? You cannot tell me they're going to take the 7th grader and stick him in that review by the Unintelligence Committee. I mean, he'll rule that freaking interview. He'll kill them. Literally. No, we don't want the 7th grader that wrote the damn report. We need people who historically have good information, have fantastic, amazing experiences that have not been debunked. So, Travis Walton should be at the Unintelligent Committee hearing about the UAP report. Put his ass in there. Literally. The Cash Landrum folks, put them in there. Folks who were in the one in Australia, all those kids that are adults now. I forget the name of that one. Put them in there. I mean, Cash Landrum happened in 1980. Get those kids who were at that school in Australia, who had the chemistry teacher. We talked about that, something well or something like that. Folks in Australia are going to stop listening now. But those guys, those students are adults now. They went through it. Fly them up. Freaking use Zoom or Skype or some shit and get them into that Unintelligent Committee hearing. There are thousands of people outside of the stupid, negligent dates that they use for the UAP report that could put the icing on the cake for that report. But they specifically chose nonsense in order to write that stupid ass report. I mean, let's call it for what it is. And I'm sorry for you guys who think it's the most exciting thing since they put peanut butter and jelly into one jar. I'm being honest with you right now. Forgive me. But that's what you get when you're on the Tempest universe. So I'm sorry for you guys who like the goober. I think it was called goober back in the day. It's peanut butter and jelly. It's a good fucking invention. Probably came from alien technology, I'm going to be honest with you. But anyway, let's not forget the past, especially the credible past that has witnesses that are still alive today that should be placed in front and center of the Unintelligent Committee. That's all I'm saying. That's really what we need to scream about. Is the dates they chose were specific because they didn't have to answer any damn questions. They didn't have to have any proof. They didn't have to have any fucking witnesses. That's what they went with. And some of you are happy-go-lucky. Forget about it. You're lying to yourselves. That's all I got to say about that. Anyway, let's get this podcast started. But hold on a second. Let's see who's in the live chat. We got the Nam. We got Green Man Game Vet. Dre's not going to be here. Whoops, sorry. Dre is here. Gosh darn it. What the hell? He was supposed to be at a softball championship game down in Corpus Christi. Apparently, he must have lost or they kicked him out of the game. I'm not really sure what happened. But he's here. I'm not sounding like angry about that at all. I'm just saying. But anyway, let's get this party on the roll.
Sing for me sweet lullabies. Bright nights, everlasting darksome days. Bright nights, and wearing the stain you made of me. And I wait, and I wait, and I wait, and I wait for the bright nights to lead my way through the maze.
Don't fucking scream at me.
Where's
you
the money?
Fuck you. Look at you with your fucking 48% body fat and
By the way, I wanted to bring something to light here. And so we always talk about drinking during podcasting, and some of the Asgardians partake in that as well. And so recently, Danam, he's been asking, what do we drink when? And I need to remind him that he's the one who chose vodka on Monday, rum on Wednesday. Because the other day I said vodka on Wednesday. He's like, no, it's rum. So the unofficial official alcohol of choice per episode is Mondays is vodka and Smirnoff. Doesn't make me sneeze. And then on Wednesday is your rum of choice. So there you go. If you want to partake, please do so. You can drink with us. One day we'll have a tequila shot day. And so every time there's a story, we'll just, hit a shot before we start the story. I mean, I know most of you will be done by story number 3, but I'm just saying. So thank you. That is the Nom's Liquor Choice. That's what we're going to call it. Now, if anyone wants to chime in on Discord, the link is in the description. Get into Discord. And let's say someone in Japan, you 3 guys that are listening out in Japan, if you want to get some sake in there, let us know. Maybe we'll do like the fourth Friday. Oh, not Friday. The fourth Thursday. Not Thursday. The fourth Wednesday. God, that was way too hard for me. I've had too much rum already. Like the fourth Wednesday, we'll do like sake day, and it could be all about the sake on that day. So there you go. That's what's happening. It's a drunken podcast, but we're talking about shit that matters. So don't get that twisted at all. I'm very proud. I am really proud of the GAO, to be honest, because last week we talked about how Blue Origin and Dynetics. Frankly, Dynetics, you don't really hear about Dynetics too much, at least not from my searches. But I feel like the ghost of L. Ron Hubbard is running that rocket company. Anyway, so Blue Origin and Dynetics were having a shit fit. And we talked about how one individual, which we'll just, refer to him as a Ninja Turtle, was having a fit, right? Because his company was beat out by SpaceX and Elon Musk for the contract to get people to the moon through the Artemis program. Okay, he's been bitching. And I really feel that he's the one who is sending all these environmentalists down to Boca Chica to, fuck up with the plans that Elon Musk has. And it's funny because today I watched an interview on YouTube with Elon Musk, and one of the things he complained about is that he really can't have any fucking secrets in Boca Chica because people can drive right through Starbase in order to get to the beach. And I know this for a fact because I did that. I did it a year and a half ago. I went up to I went to the beach. I actually turned around right before we got to the sand and took some pictures of the flying trash can, the Star Hopper. But still, that's one of his gripes, was that you can't keep a secret there because anyone can drive by right down Boca Chica and, take a picture of whatever the hell is going on. But our buddy over at Blue Origin was pissed off about it. He's been very vocal. He's been writing letters, especially to the Government Accountability Office, trying to trash talk NASA. Like, how you going to want a job with someone and talk shit with them? That's like you walking into Walmart and, talking shit about Walmart before you even get the damn job. How stupid is that? But the GAO, is when the alcohol gets started way too fast or too early, shit just happens, When the GAO decided to take a look at what the hell was going on, why are these companies crying like little biatches about not getting into the Artemis mission and not getting the contract, and why and how NASA just went ahead and picked SpaceX. They on Tuesday, August 10th, yesterday, they released information about the decision, how NASA decided on SpaceX. It wasn't just because they, threw hats in a card or, threw cards in a hat. It wasn't nothing like that. They didn't just like, oh, we like Elon is more handsome than Bezos, so we'll go with him. Not that that's a fact. Ken Bucks disagrees with that. But Blue Origin and Dynetics finally got the answer, and that is that their protests, they can go to hell with them. Basically, the GAO said, you take your protest about NASA picking SpaceX and shove it up your candy ass. It's over. Don't talk no more shit. We're done with you. So the fact that NASA chose only SpaceX to contract for HLS and Artemis, it's a done deal. So L. Ron Hubbard and Bezos can kiss ass. It's over. Let's be honest. The dude's a billionaire. Yeah, as a matter of fact, so is Elon Musk, but still, you lost. So take your billions of dollars, take your cowboy hat wearing, cowboy boot shuffling ass, and pay for your own damn mission to the moon. Stop fucking around. Stop complaining. Stop being a little bitch about it. You lost. That's it. The GAO, I don't know why the fuck I keep saying GOA. The GAO said this: in any event, the protesters' arguments are without any factual support. In other words, they're just bitching. Plain and simple. Stop your bitching. You lost. According to them, NASA used a technical approach. They looked at price and management, and all things being equal, SpaceX was the better choice. SpaceX proposal was the highest rated under each of the three enumerated evaluation criteria. So there was no funny business. You two motherfuckers, you just failed. You literally failed. And now Bezos has stepped down as actively running the company. I don't know what L. Ron Hubbard's ghost is doing with Dynetics, to be honest. Yeah, that seems like a failing venture anyway. So there you go. That is it. We're done. Is it the last of it? No, they're going to keep on bitching about it. They're going to keep on complaining. But we're at the point now where you need to stop sending your cronies, from PETA down to Boca Chica. Stop spending money on that. Stop trying to, lobby the government in Boca Chica and Brownsville to, fuck with SpaceX, Bezos. I still think that's a real thing. I really feel that that's what he's doing. And this is not the end of it, because the guy is mad as hell. He is mad. The Ninja Turtle is pissed. Like I said, I don't know shit about Dynetics over there. I don't know what the hell they do, or what the hell they submitted. But at this point, it doesn't even matter. It really doesn't. I don't know if Dynetics has a couple of billionaires behind it. If maybe it is L. Ron Hubbard's clan that's, come together to write another book. L. Ron Hubbard from the afterlife. Silver phalluses and beyond. Either way, we know that the challenges are done with. They're not, and I doubt very much that they're going to listen to anything else from these companies. And basically, these companies either got to, participate or hit the road. Like, why couldn't Bezos and L. Ron Hubbard's company, get together and help out Elon Musk in some way? Don't hate, appreciate. Or use some of your money to put your money where your mouth is. Stop talking shit. Send your rocket somewhere. And I kind of wonder, how would a private company without NASA just get up and go and land on the moon? I guess if countries can do it, if some of these countries can crash all their shit on the moon, why couldn't a private organization like, Blue Origin just say, fuck it, we're just going to do it ourselves? It's not like we deliver, it's not like Amazon Prime delivers the same day anymore. So they're saving money somewhere. And for fuck's sake, they use the USPS, United States Postal Service, for a lot of their Prime deliveries. So come on, you're not the same company you started a few years ago. You're cutting costs like crazy. Put that shit into your rocket and let's go. Was that harsh? I don't know. I'm just not a fan of, whining ass bitches who have billions of dollars. That just makes no fucking sense. Like, if you're like a middle class person who is having hard times, making ends meet, single parent or something like that, yeah, you could whine. Fucking whine all you want. Get a bottle of wine and cut some cheese. But, I mean, if you're a billionaire, fuck off. Really. I understand it was hard for you to get your money, but jeez Louise. Stop being dickheads. There's more to the article, more specifically into the criteria that NASA looked at and what the GAO, for fuck's sake, discovered. There's got to be a GOA somewhere. And that's in the article if you want to take a look at it. So there you go, bada bing, bada boom. I'll be right back after this because it's rum day.
Dame la comida buena, chicharrones, papitas fritas. Dame un bistec de cerdo, frijoles negros, comida rica. Dame la comida buena, chicharrones, papitas fritas. Dame un bistec de cerdo, frijoles negros, comida rica.
Hey, I know that the drink selection of the episode, maybe it's the episodic drink selection, the episodic alcohol, might be a little insensitive to you guys who listen at work, or hey, if you're working from home, it's okay. Nobody's gonna fucking know. But if you actually got to go to work, I know it's a little bit insensitive for us to be talking about alcohol right now, especially if you're like listening on the shitter or anything like that. But you could do what a lot of people do, and take your Tempest Universe travel bag. On Mondays, make sure you have the vodka. For some of you, that'll be like Tuesday morning. And Thursday morning, take yourself the rum case. And then during break, go out and listen to the podcast, have yourself a few drinks. And just don't talk to anybody afterwards because, that kind of stuff will get you in trouble. By the way, that thing is called A Fair Lady. It is so relaxing. Like, I'm going to be honest. I've been on Netflix, Netflix and chilling and watching movies from Japan. All kind of stuff. It just, I don't know. It's a weird phase I'm going through. If you thought this was crazy, this whole UAP report and the Pentagon, it's about to get a little nuttier. Because the Pentagon now wants to take the responsibilities of tracking and investigating UFOs and giving them to Space Force. Yeah. Why is that? It just seems to me that you just created this new branch and you're going to give it to them without the grease. This is so weird. Like the Pentagon is the one, Department of Defense, and anyone connected to them thereof in their little compartmentalized, organizations that they have under them. They're the ones who started all this secrecy stuff. And so now we got the Space Force put together, so now let's just dump it on them because we don't want to deal with it. We got more important things to do. Like the fact that we labeled a bunch of UFOs as potential adversaries. Not us. We don't want to deal with that. Let's give it to Space Force. What in the flying fuck does the mission for Space Force have to do with UFOs that are being studied terrestrially? I mean, these are things that are happening over our oceans, in training areas, over people's homes, on other people, private citizen lands. But we want to give this to Space Force. Space Force is supposed to be about space, not about the Nimitz incident. I don't understand why Space Force. What does this have to do with? I don't understand. This makes no sense other than the fact that they're trying to pawn this off on a new agency. That sounds completely nutty. That's what the Pentagon wants to do. They want Space Force to track and investigate reports of UFOs. Like, isn't space big enough? Isn't a space big enough challenge for them? Well, no. They need to do the UFO shit too. This is really weird. Apparently, the Space Force leaders are still struggling to rebrand the organization since its inception. They're still not. They're trying to figure out where to go. I want to be honest, but calling it Space Force was just not good. It really doesn't. It doesn't ring right. It doesn't ring like a serious branch of the military. Now you got Army, you got the Marines, you got the Air Force, the Navy, National Guard. Like Space Force? No, it doesn't seem right. And now they're trying to push off this craziness to them. I don't get it. So there's conflicts within the leadership of Space Force as to whether or not they should be the go-to branch for unidentified aerial phenomena. I would reject that shit. I would be like, no, fuck no. Like, really, you guys created this shit, you handle it. I don't even think there's enough people in Space Force to handle this, to be honest. It's just weird, the way they're pawning this thing off. Or maybe they won't use 7th graders to put their reports out. Or maybe we won't see any fucking reports at all from Space Force. Not a single one. Because it's such a new branch, no one's going to want to deal with them. I mean, this could go so many ways, but I don't think that in any way is going to further the conversation of UAP research and investigation from a military branch. I don't think it's going to go that way. Apparently, there's a former official who's unnamed says that the Space Force is really sensitive to that. They want people to take them seriously. They don't want to go do anything that is embarrassing, but this is national security. This is their job. I think it's sad. I think it's a dick move, honestly, for the Pentagon to try to pawn this off on Space Force. I mean, it's a brand new branch, man. Just because it's space, you want to put UAPs on them, UFOs. They really are basically enhancing the stigma and taking down the Space Force with it. Let's be honest about that. It's a bad move. So the jury is still out whether or not that's going to happen. But I feel like if the Pentagon says it's going to happen, for fuck's sake, it's going to happen. It really is. So the question is, what is the task force going to be called now on the Space Force? That's the question. Is it going to be the UAP squad? Or just going to have some crazy, Project Eagle or something like that? Task Force Delta. So we'll see what happens. This is a developing story right now. And it just got leaked from insiders because that's all the fuck they do. Is they always leak shit without any real evidence. So we'll see. Is Space Force going to take over? I wish they would change the name, to be honest. I'm not exactly proud of the name Space Force. They've got to call it something else. Universal Task Force. I don't know. Uranus or Us. Something like that. I just, people from Pluto. It just doesn't seem right what they're doing. It's a sad situation, to be honest. Gamevis says Turtle Force. Well, that's only if Blue Origin owned it. Dre says Bezos Busters. Spaceballs Brothers. We could go on and on with this. Hey, what's up to Dave out of Australia? He really enjoys when I say that. I don't know. What could it be? What would be the name for the Space Force Task Force? I'm pretty sure we're going to find out in about a couple months. Probably before the end of the year. They're just going to have to accept it. That's who they are. They're the UAP Cowboys. That actually sounds pretty good. UAP Cowboys. Project Round Up Them Doggies. We can go all night with this. But we won't. So, check this out.
All I need is just to cross the red lights. What we need is just
when somebody really like fucks up really bad, and so someone takes their name and makes it into the phrase that symbolizes that fuck up, right? So I got an article here from an individual in TikTok that did the same kind of shit that Scott C. Waring does, Mr. Pareidolia Pete. So I feel like this individual got waringed. He got waringed into some madness. The problem with it is, let me just preach it to you. The problem with the whole situation is that this individual has 1.3 million followers. Holy mindfuck. Like literally, I don't know how many of them believed and what he presented to them. 'Cause that's a lot of fucking people. Let's be honest. The article is titled, "A TikTok conspiracy theorist has widely claimed he has found an underwater alien base after seeing a body wash up on the beach that he claims is not human." This is the world we live in. Now TikTok is getting into the conversation. TikTok is being waringed. Yeah, by the pareidolia peak disease. Brian Daniel and his 1.3 million followers were kind of shock and awe. Because according to him, he saw an extraterrestrial being, an EBE, being dealt with by government officials through Google. How the fuck does this... Why are they going to Google? This makes no sense. It makes no sense. That Google is the source for UAP, UFO situations. He wrote to his 1.3 million folks, "I decided to investigate the origin of the alien and stumbled across what looks like an underwater base." So not only did he look on Google, he found a fascinating picture. Here's my thing. How in the fuck do you go through all of Google images and find the one fucking image that has a body surrounded by cops on a beach? How does that happen? I don't understand. Like, how long were you searching before you came across that? What fucking talent do you have? Are you a fucking psychic? How do you do that? Like, literally, sometimes I think, well, fuck it, I'm just going to go to Google Earth and I'm just like fucking every square foot of Virginia. I'm just going to go through all that shit. Maybe I should start small, go to Rhode Island. And every square foot, look for fucking evidence of alien bodies on beaches surrounded by cops. I don't understand how the flying fuck he came across this. Like, he literally must have spent fucking days. I don't understand how this happened. This is the mystery of the being waringed. This is the mystery of it. So this guy, he pulls up Google Maps. He finds this picture. If you look at the link in the description, you literally see a body on the beach, and you see some police tape around it. It's some fucking cops. Okay, most of them are staring at the body. The body, because of the angle of the picture and everything, it looks like an alien body. But who knows what the hell happened, to be honest. It is a crazy... I don't understand how the fuck this happens. I'm still, like, just shocked to know about this. He also said this: when you take a closer look at the underwater alien base, we can see that there is a 27-foot opening at the center. So right off the beach, because, that wasn't enough for him to find this needle in a haystack, this pinprick in a haystack of a fucking picture of an alien body on a beach surrounded by cops. That wasn't enough for him. He decided, well, let me expand my search. Let me look a little wider. And lo and behold, the same guy finds what he says is an alien base off the shore. And this is all happening in Greece, by the way. What in the hell? According to him, the ocean is hiding the facility from people. Shit, I just don't know. I don't... I'm still stuck at how the fuck he found it, to be honest. This will be a good interview. You know, if I even had TikTok, I don't even do this whole TikTok thing, but if I even had a way to contact, I want to know what the process was for him to come across this one image. We're talking about, I just don't know. I mean, you guys got to look at the description and go to that link and see what he saw. And then tell me, how the fuck did he find it? This is just crazy. Brian apparently has previously claimed on TikTok, I was about to say TikTok, that he tracked down an object from space and claimed humans have been looking in the wrong place for ETs. Apparently, fuck, we have. We need to use Brian, the TikToker, to fucking find things. How the hell I'm still shocked and awed. This is crazy. So I don't know. You can go in there. The only thing I didn't find was the coordinates exactly to where it was that Brian was able to pinpoint this incident in the article. It might be hidden in there somewhere, but if you, I'm sure that if you look in the Mediterranean Sea off of some fucking beach, you will probably also see a UFO base somewhere out there. Now you take a UFO base off of Greece, then you take the one that allegedly is off of California, and then apparently there's another one down in South America as well. I mean, could this be a real thing? I don't know. It's hard to think that someone like a TikToker would actually be able to come up with this being an actual base, but for fuck's sake, I can't get over the fact that he warringed and actually got himself a body surrounded by cops on the beach. That's just bananas to me. I don't understand how this happens. Let's be honest. In my mind, somebody sent him that. Probably Scott C. Waring did. You know, Scott C. Waringed old Daniel here into finding this, and there you go. It's just maddening. Now, the article gets a little crazy, too, because then it goes into wild claims. Now, I don't believe these claims were made by Brian here. Is his name Brian? Who the fuck knows? Yeah, Brian Daniel. I don't know how this article works, but they added this weird claim. But it's a date we need to keep in mind. The date is May 24th of 2022. Next year. Less than a year away. The future time traveler, another TikTok user, I guess this is a TikTok article to be honest. Another TikTok user says that May 24th, 2022 is when aliens will make their first appearance on Earth next year. And that is the exact date because he is from the fucking future. He just came back to hang out on TikTok and pick up chicks. The future traveler says that from my time, there are many different aliens. And they actually live on Earth as citizens in the future. According to future traveler dude, he said the United States will attack the aliens starting an interdimensional war. That's fun. Hopefully Ronnie can get to the cat ladies and let them know that we're about to kick some ass. So that is the date. May 24th, 2022. Aliens will make their first appearance on the planet. Like TikTok, I never thought TikTok has so many warnings in it. But looking at this article, TikTok is not all about fun and games and dancing and shit. There's some serious ufology going on here. Some predictions, some crazy warring finds. Shit, I might have to sign up for TikTok, I'll be honest with you. But there you go. Alien base outside of Greece, alien bodies everywhere. And May 24th is the one day that aliens will be all over the damn world, making themselves apparent to everyone. And the United States is going to start an interdimensional war. God, what else can you ask for in an article? This is just I'm blessed. And now so are you. Now you know the truth. check out the link in the description if you want to be warring yourself. This is the last article, but I'm picking this for a reason, because I want you to pick yourself up by your big girl and big boy panties. Some big boys wear panties. So I'm throwing them both in there. I'm not trying to hate on either sex. So big boy and big girl panties, pull them up, because we are forgetting someone in this whole UAP nonsense. So we're going to go back. We're going to take a trip back in time to the Stars Academy and Tom DeLong Short. It's important because as much as we try to put it aside that we even experienced to the Stars Academy, we have to understand that they are a significant part of this conversation today, because they signed a 5-year contract with the Army because they obtained metamaterial, and they claimed that this is some real shit. Like literally, this is shit that came from UFOs/UAPs. In the Army, they kind of locked onto it, hook, line, and sinker. But my thing is, let's be honest about one thing. Why would the government, the Pentagon, Department of Defense, why would any of them allow the Army to get into a contract with To the Stars Academy over metamaterial if they thought it was all fake? Why isn't that shit in the UAP report? Why isn't the fact that there's metamaterial recovered, that the government is in an active contract with a company, a private enterprise, that literally gave them access to material that's not of this world? Why isn't that in the report? Hold on a second. I gotta take a swig because I'm about to cough. I gotta be honest, like rum it cures all ailments. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's wonderful. I love it. That's what we're talking about right now. Here's the article from back, I think it was 2018, 2019. U.S. Army signs contract to study UFO metamaterial to make better weapons. Like, they gave no fucks. The aim of getting to the metamaterial was weapons. Like, they're not holding anything back. Of course, it goes into the explanation of To the Stars Academy and the fact that it was established by Blink-182's founder, Tom DeLonge. He's like the Elon Musk of the music world, to be honest. Because Elon, like, I saw a 3-part series on an interview that happened a week or so ago with Elon. It fucking took three episodes to figure out what the fuck Elon was saying. He's a genius, I get it, but for fuck's sake, he can't get through a damn thought process. Tom DeLonge is the same way. I don't even think he's a genius, but still, he can't relay shit. Anyway, so, historically we know that To the Stars Academy got a hold of this metamaterial. It came from some of these, what would we call them? The legends of ufology. One of those individuals. So they got a hold of this. Now, in this link that's in there right now in the description, you can actually see a 26-page contract that apparently was signed by To the Stars Academy and the military, the Army specifically, for this metamaterial from fucking space. Remnants of UFOs/UAPs. This is what I feel like a lot of people forgot about this shit. According to the contract, the government is interested in the following: in a variety of the collaborators' technologies. And I believe the collaborator would be To the Stars Academy here. Such as, but not limited to, inertial mass reduction, mechanical structural metamaterials, electromagnetic material, waveguides, quantum physics, quantum communication, and beamed energy propulsion. The folks at To the Stars Academy, they didn't know what the fuck this is. This is like a first-time home buyer. When they signed this 200-page contract, they don't know what the fuck they're signing. They put their name everywhere. Initial here, sign here, initial here, sign here. They have no idea what the fuck they just signed. To the Stars Academy, I'm sure Tom DeLonge was all giddy about it. But they made an assertion as to what they had. And that's what created this 5-year contract. According to the article from way back when, the contract also entails the research of metamaterial, exploitation for the purposes of active camouflage and directed photo projection. An Army spokesperson at that time said that To the Stars Academy conveyed to the military that the metamaterial had the means of supporting camouflage concealment, deception, and obscuration. As far as what the military wanted. How the fuck does Two Stars Academy, who just barely got together and put an organization together, who've had most of the people drop ship, they're gone, they left. All the original members are gone. It's like the band. It's like Blink-182 all over the fuck again. So now there's new band members at Two Stars Academy. But we have this contract signed by the military about UFOs. That shit did not make it to the UAP report. Why is that? There are so many things that we've talked about since, Tom DeLonge and Lou Elizondo showed up on the scene and those 3 videos. So many things happened that were not included in that UAP report, which had the government involved in. Where's the results of what's happening with the metamaterial? Why was that not part of the conversation that the Pentagon, Department of Defense, and the Army has actual material that they're experimenting with that's not of an earthly origin? Where did that conversation go? In addition to that, again, where in the hell is the results of ATIP? I've been watching the new Netflix documentary on UFO stuff. It's from this year. I think I'm on episode 5. I don't know. I tend to doze off sometimes. But, there are so many people on there who are talking about these same things. But no one's making the connection. The connection that there's active government involvement in a lot of research that happened in the less than 10 years that never made the report. But were made public. Like people who look for it would find the information. But the results of what happened are up in the air. Now granted, that 5-year contract, which could be extended at any time by the Army, really, it's about 2-3 years in. Just a little more time. But in the meantime, since that contract was signed by Two Stars Academy, you don't hear a damn thing about Two Stars Academy. I went on their website. The last thing that they reported was back in January or February of this year. But for fuck's sake, it had nothing really to do with anything. Especially not these government contracts. So there is disinformation. There is double talk. There are things that are being hidden. And right now, to be honest, they're being hidden in plain sight. Because no one's asking the right questions. Fuck your 143 unknown and 1 balloon. Tell me what the fuck you did with the money you spent on ATIP. And tell me where the fuck is happening with this metamaterial that apparently the people you got the metamaterial from says it's from UFOs, not of earthly origin. Tell me about that shit. This is why people don't listen to the podcast, because I'm just too rough. I don't even give you the Vaseline before I start, to be honest. But that, that's the way it is. I can't help myself. But if you like the podcast and you enjoy the rhetoric and the conversation, please hit like, share it, go to the shitter, talk to the stall next to you, write it on a bit of toilet paper. Put on there the Tempest Universe, check it out, slide it under to the person next to you who is dropping bombs over Tokyo in the toilet, and educate them. Bring them to the conversation. We need them here to be active so that we can get some shit going. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for listening. And even though sometimes I act like I don't give a damn, I do. I'm just not going to sell you a book about it, to be honest. I'd rather just talk to you about it. Ciao.
I don't give a damn. I don't really care about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. You talk way too much. I have heard enough about you and your problems. I don't give a there's something real, but I'm feeling differently. You're making plans to get to France, but don't wanna face the fact that I ain't got time, I ain't got time, I ain't got time for that. Staying up late, sleeping all day, dreaming about Cadillacs. Buying new shoes, hanging by the pool, sipping on Coke and Jack. Call my phone, you feel alone, but I'll never call you back. 'Cause I ain't got time, I ain't got time, I ain't got time for that. I don't give a damn, I don't really care about you and your problems. I don't give a damn, you talk way too much. I have heard enough about you and your problems. I don't give a damn, 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 I don't give a damn. You're mad at me for not giving you comfort. You say that I'm away so much and now you don't feel the way you felt when we were younger. But that's okay for me, 'cause I don't give a damn, I don't really care about you and your problems. I don't give a damn, you talk way too much. I have heard enough about you and your problems. I don't give a damn, 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 I don't give a damn.
By the way, the next song is a long distance dedication from Bugs the UFO Hunter to his Octopussy.
Ugh.